Hi, first grade. We've been spending the week talking about fractions and learning how to describe parts of a whole. And remember, the important thing we talked about was equal parts. Today, we're going to talk about a strategy that you can use. And if you remember from class, a strategy is some type of tool or something that you can do to help you solve problems. And the strategy that we're going to use today is drawing a picture. So if I have a problem like this that's on the screen, Mary has a rectangular blanket split into four equal parts. Three parts are blue and one part is red. How many parts are blue? We can use a picture to help us figure out what part or how many parts are blue. So I have a rectangle here drawn and I split it into four equal parts. And so now I'm going to grab some blue and look back in the problem and see that it says three parts are blue. So I'm going to fill in three of the parts blue, and I check back in the problem and I see that one part is red. So I will take my red, and now I have a picture that I can more easily look at to figure out how many parts are blue. So remember, we have to count and figure out how many are in the whole. And we know from our problem there are four equal parts, and three of those parts are blue. So I would come down here and write three out of four parts. And that answers my question from up here in the problem, how many parts are blue? So let's take a look at another example. Here we have the problem that says John has a pizza that is 1/2 cheese and 1/2 mushroom. How many parts are cheese? And if you remember, we learned that a half means that something is divided into two, what kind of parts? Equal parts. It has to be equal parts to be a half. So I don't have a picture here, so I'm going to think about, okay, a pizza, it could be square, could be circle. I'm going to use a circle for my pizza, and I'm going to make a circle. And since I know that it's split into half, I know that's two equal parts. So I'm going to take my line here, and I'm going to split it into two equal parts as best I can, line it up. And then I'm going to look back in the problem and it says 1/2 has cheese. So I'm going to get my pen here to draw some cheese. All right. And then I see the other half has mushrooms. So let's do my best to draw some mushrooms here. So I'll just kind of go like that. And now I have a picture that I can look at to better help me answer the question of how many parts have cheese. And I can see that one out of two parts have cheese. So you're going to solve some problems like this today in your Seesaw activity. There are actually four separate pages on your Seesaw activity, and it will be just like the ones that we just did. It will be a problem. You'll have to read it, see what they're asking, how many equal parts, divide it up, draw the picture as a strategy to help you solve the problem, and then you'll see at the bottom, it will ask you to write in how many out of the equal parts, had cheese or were blue or whatever the question is. So just remember there's four separate pages, and I hope you have a great day. Keep up the great work.